But you can't think that out loud,
Yeah.
or you go to hell.
All right. Well, actually, it looks like everyone, some good frags from that Dust 2 game. Though it was Spuds that was a little lower on the scoreboard. So I don't know. Maybe we'll focus on him this match.
Okay.
Maybe he'll do incredibly well. But here we go. The first round. The predictions were in. You had a 16-7. I said 16-5. Both in favor of Gamers2. So we'll see what they can do here. Starting T-side Inferno. Also, everyone thinks you're Shroud, by the way.
I mean, I am Shroud, so...
Oh, there you go. There you have it, guys. All right, Bomb is up in the A apartments. One person over here at B. He's actually got two in the site, and he's pulled over a rotator that is Spuds. And he's actually found some of those kills. So Manise brings down Joloff, and over in the A site, it's Mole trying to do what he can't. Reloads and doesn't even hide behind cover. Just reloads staring at the guy, trying to intimidate him down.
Get ready.
Oh my gosh, Spuds, what a nice one-tap. Oh, Reason with another one. The most satisfying kill in the game, the USB headshot. And we get to see two beautiful ones right there. As Spuds and Reason, the last two up here for the CTs. Bomb planted in A. Oh, Rowlin getting the double kill with the Glock fade, and that ends it. The first round goes the way of Gamers2.
Surprisingly, 4 on the round. He made his way around that map, I feel like. They did a good job. I think they basically split up and said, okay, listen, we can work picks on these guys and it'll work, so we'll send 2 into B, put a lot of pressure. I think they won't smoke it. They got in the site. There was a Tech9 kill that happened on one of the players at New Box. The other player was just kind of stuck there, spotted, and didn't really have many options, so they held the rotates while they took A and landed all of their beautiful shots, so that was the story of that round.
Yeah, there were some nice ones. As now Mozino, I mean, he was the one. Him and Manise were getting pretty aggressive on Mirage. We'll see how aggressive they want to get here. I guess you have to be the aggressor on T side, but yeah, we'll see when they flip around. They're looking for the entries, though, over there at mid. And, well, they don't know this, but they should definitely hit the A site. Jake M, the only one over there, as we see sort of the, I don't know, somewhat, not really new meta because they didn't buy that heavily. Like, they didn't do the full 5-7 armors stack into one site and just kind of hope for it. They'll still leave one guy over here today. Oh, and all right, Gamers2 is running into the stack. Quick CZ still has 8 bullets, working on the guy at New Box now. Trying to peek out of construction. New Box is down. That was Reason. A quick turnaround almost brings down that CT spawn player. Manise moving in. He gets 3 frags.
Wow.
With that CZ moving into the site, so Manise opens it up.
3 kills with the 1 kill gun. Yeah, they went into the stack, and it's not always the worst thing. Like, even if you know 4 players at B, to go into the stack, I think if you had full knowledge of where everyone was on the map, that you wouldn't do it. But one of the reasons you leave someone over at Apps and A is just to create your presence, so that you know that you can't know with certainty that one site is open for sure. And then you have 4 players over, which should be enough to take care of rushing players. But if you take the site slowly and there's no smokes down, you don't have any kind of like close choke point stack, then it can really not do much at all. And we saw that where they barely got any damage off, and Gamers2 were able to just clean up one at a time, forcing CAZ to take individual duels, which they didn't want to do.
Manise, such a man. That's a
Oh, what a nade. That's a smart nade.
That was a
Very
nice
smart
nade. And that's why I call that the dumpster, because everyone throws their nades away there.
Like that.
So they'll bring him down. That was Manise trying to, keep those players pinned at B, and now they are free to roam around the map, and roaming they are. They're flying down Banana to try to get back to A. Now they're going to walk it up, but Rowlin already getting that entry on Jake M. Bomb going down to the A site. Still had 1 player over there in Library. Joloff, though, moving forward. 1 CZ kill, now far away. They might even, okay, they see him now, but probably have no idea where that first shot was coming from Mole over there. And all right, just like that. Good attempt there by CAZ to get over there in numbers quickly, but Gamers2 is able to hold on, and they win all 3 of those rounds, or all 2 of the rounds after getting the pistol.
But yeah, that's what I was saying about CAZ. Like, I can tell that they were a little bit, their play is still a little bit more advanced, and even when they were getting crushed versus Existence in that earlier game, you could still see semblance of, you could still see that their communication was up, that their team play was still there, that they were still alive in the game even though they were down so much. And you can tell with that tactic that they do have a plan for every round, and that's really nice to see. even versus tough teams like they have had to face today. I mean, people just don't really throw a nade in the pool, right? But they knew that he was going to do that, and it's like
yeah,
smart thing to do.
We'll see. With an opening pick on Rowland, it was not too aggressive in the halls, but he was peeking into them from his CT spawn. Not just playing the pit, but trying to control it up, and at least spot if someone gets to boiler, which is why they might know that Innocent is there, and they'll hit him quite a few times through the wall. Getting him down to 1 HP. So CAZ on the first rifle round looking really good, and as Spuds, excuse me, hits that shot. I mean, it's basically a 2-on-5. We'll see what Innocent can do with his 1 HP, but there you go. CAZ finding the holds they need on round 4.
And this is what Daze was saying, where Spuds is falling off after it takes a shot all the way to Moto and just holding it. Because that's all he really needs to do.
Yeah.
He can concede boiler to 2 players and take this lane for himself. All he has to do is watch this lane.
Alright, Malzeno scurrying away. He's got that expensive rifle. Probably wants to save it at this time. I mean, 96 HP for the 2 members. They're going to back off and try to keep those guns up because let's look at their money. They're actually, if they save those 2 guns, they're actually still in a decent place.
Yeah, they're holding on to an op, a molly, smoke, armor on 2 players, an AK. It's
and those guys are rich.
Yeah, and they're rich. Yeah, yep. So not the worst round to lose at all. Now, the issue is that they weren't able to make any waves happen in mid. They lost 2 players in the process of taking control of not even the site, but just the boiler area at the top of mid. So that's not enough to come away from and say, okay, we made. We almost made something happen that round. They weren't really close to making anything happen that round, so a pretty solid round from CAZ. I'm already fearing for my prediction.
Yeah, I'm not as scared as I was when at this point last game we were both already wrong completely. So, at least we look like we know what we're talking about for a little bit longer. But already on the secondary rifle round, and this one will be a costly loss if Gamers2 can't pull out the clutch here, the 3-on-5. Still have the op-up on Manice, but, I mean, everyone is standing strong on CAZ. Only Joloff has taken damage. He's down to 39, and he's one of those B players there.
What will he try to do? Does Manice not have a gun? Oh.
No, he does. Maybe it's bugged for you. I don't know. They said they fixed that, but sometimes I don't. They said. Comes up every now and again for me still. All right, they're going for the B execute. Oh, right into the molly, trying to get another smoke down. I think that was actually another CT smoke. So 1 player gets across, 2 were a little segregated there because of that Molotov going down. Another one drops in. Spud's still holding on to A, and Spawn is smoked off. Jake M, though, going to post up and spray in, and he'll actually find 1. He'll move around construction now, and let's see, the fake plant. Jake's going to get aggressive in a beautiful shot, and just overall play. Oh, but while trying to toss out that smoke, and the bomb rolls pretty far forward, rallying into the plant right behind it at Grill. He is the last man up here, so Mole and Spud. And there it is, as he tries to get back into construction. Mole brings him down through the smoke.
Well played. That round came pretty close because Gamers2 pulled out that fake plan and got that kill on the player rotating through construction, which they knew with certainty that he'd come through for. And CAZ, even though they didn't have the greatest B hold overall, I think mitigated most of the impact of that rush by throwing that molly down to buy themselves some time while they were flashed, and that's what ultimately won them the round. Now going up against 5 players alive, I think it was. They didn't have what seemed like hope of winning that round, but did come pretty close.
Okay, moving up alternate here with these guns. Manice just with the CZ, and like you said earlier, I like the phrase 3 kills with the 1 kill gun you got earlier. We'll see what he can do here, as Rowland is already going to be fallen. Maybe it's Rollin if it does rhyme with fallen. That's kind of what I was actually going for there, but oh well. Sparrow going to find 2 as he gets into that entrance. So the round looking good so far here for Gamers2, but just like that, Mole and Joloff on the board. Malzeno with some nice spray, going for the knife! I love the play, but sometimes it's just not worth it. Malzeno now in that one-on-one pop. Flash is not going to go quite off in time. Mola will fall, and Gamers2 are going to get their 4th round.
Yeah, actually running out of ammo and then going for the knife. I think he would have had it if he right-clicked. I don't know. It looked like he tried to left-click him and got
Maybe
punished
thought he
for it.
was lower than he was, and you kind of just go for the quicker swipes. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible. But no, it's definitely pretty close. Almost won that, but was stuck with the USP in the site, so kind of a low chance to. But I guess going up against a 20 HP player, they both had probably an equal chance to lose or win that round. So fortunately for Gamers2 and unfortunately for CAZ, Gamers2 were able to clutch it. Or those ever valuable T rounds.
Yeah.
And look at this save. Actually a giant round to win. Huge. I didn't even realize that this would put CAZ on a save.
All right, we got some CZs. We got one posted up in dark room, some further towards the apartment. Try to play those close angles that you'd expect, as Inferno is not a map like Mirage where it's as easy to distance yourself from the pistols. As we'll see the AKs just roll over B. And, ooh, that was a nice peek there by Spuds. It's a fancy kill, but he's going to have to get 4 more of those, and as he picks up the AK, he decides to just keep it, and that's the smart play.
Yeah. Yeah, it is much harder to distance yourself. I think we see much more eco rounds won on Inferno than any other map. Maybe Dust 2 being a close second, depending. Dust 2, I don't know. I'd say maybe Inferno.
Dust 2 is hard because you get so much information from mid.
Yeah, Cash is pretty eco-able, I feel like.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, B, right? Pop, flash, and pistols. Like, if anyone's trying to op into the warehouse over there on Cash, like, and you miss your shot, you lose the round.
But here's a huge deficit for CAZ Esports. Prediction's still alive. Gamers2 looking to win the half here on T side, going up against not so broken by, but instead it's just CAZ favoring Thomas's for nades, which I really appreciate because it's the delays that are going to win you the round on CT side. It's not having the better gun to win the trades. Instead, you should rely on your crossfires and doing a lot of damage with your nades and delaying with your flashes and smoke. So I really agree with the 3 Famas buy in favor of having more nades. But ultimately, you don't get everything that you want. But, you know, the round deficit is so much that putting a CT round on the board right now, just risking it and risking it with Famas is not the worst thing in the world.
Yep, going up against those strong AKs, though. There's going to be a bomb trade-off here in mid. Give it to Manice. He's going to take it over back to B, where they've got Sparrow trying to just, you know, lock it down. Maybe find an entry, but important that he doesn't get picked off himself. And, oh, are they... I was like, Sparrow's backing off, but it's just to throw a smoke. I thought maybe they were going to put 4A and try to get, like, a ninja plant down. Not the case, though.
Rylan really riskily peeking that arch spot that Spud seems to just always want to spot it right off the bat, so...
Looks like Spuds from the X right here is playing back in the library, and yeah, he is.
Yeah, he took a shot at him. He fell out.
It's kind of weird that they've got 3A. Oh, are they trying to smoke off porch and then go CT spawn to B? That must be the play here, right? As I'm trying to switch over to Spuds, but fail miserably. He gets 2. Manice, though, now moving into B. That aggression did pull some towards A, so there was only 1 there, but bomb planting actually gets it down.
Wow, I saw that.
I don't know. I thought I have X-ray on, so obviously I saw him, but I thought I saw a bit of him through the smoke.
And did Spud see Sparrow?
Like he might have, but he won't miss out the shot there. The old shooting crouch too strong. Sparrow gets 2. Can he bring this back? They've tapped the bomb. No one's on it. They tap it again, and this time they're going to stick it. Mole's just like standing on his teammate. And there it is. Nice play there by CAZ. Picks up their 3rd round.
Yep, they do get it. Wait, they tried to wrap CT to Arch, and go into CT. I thought they were just gonna try to sell a fake, but they ended up committing 3 players to Arch and split the B site. And Spuds from that library position ended up getting 2 really nice flick shots to seal that round, I think, for them. So good job by him. But they actually save an op. I mean, they didn't get his op in construction. That's a huge loss. I think an enormous reason that they even have 3 rounds right now is because Spuds has set that op at Arch.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty upset that I missed those kills. I was trying to switch to him, but I couldn't quite. I think I went to Reason instead of Spuds on 2, but oh well. That time we watch him, and he'll be brought down by Innocent. And one player here at B for Gamers2, man advantage, so they can afford, you know, even more than usual to spread out, especially if Manise is going to go in and get the entries. He's done that a couple times before. But Malzino over there at A, moving up that arch side, dealing with Mole, who's playing in the pit by the truck. The only player at A, and wow, what a shot from Malzino. Last made up is Reason, going to rotate over. And again, I mean, probably try to hold on to this AK, maybe get an exit.
That's just a huge mistake.
Oh, I don't think he's going to be able to.
No,
God.
it's just a huge mistake not picking that off up. It was within reach. Like, the bomb was planted on the stairs, and the bomb was planted on the stairs, and Spuds' op was right by the truck and CT. So to not get that was just like unforgivable, really. And you know, that round it would have been crucial. They came arch, you know, and they constantly peak arch, even versus the op. And the 2 runs they lost, Spud would just hold the angle, get a free pick on them, trying to challenge him, and open up the round. And it seems like if Gamers2 are able to take arch like that, they're just gonna have so much success in this half. So just dropping that off is such a big deal, I think. Not picking it up, I should say.
Gamers2 6-3 in an eco round, and actually, I guess I kind of want to respond. Insidisreal. Oh, that's probably a terrible pronunciation. He was saying, CAZ players sure do seem to know where people are through smokes a lot. Which, I mean, actually there have been a lot of kills through smokes, but I mean, smokes on Inferno, like, you know why they're there, you know people are crossing, you know someone's planting in it. And then also
sometimes you wait for a smoke so that you can line something up.
Exactly. And then sometimes don't forget, like, you still have footsteps, and if you hear someone running, like, you're gonna spray. Like, the sound is very powerful, and sometimes on broadcast doesn't really come through because we're talking over it.
And furthermore, you don't know what someone can see as opposed to what we see in GoTV.
Yeah.
It's different. All smokes are re-rendered in GoTV.
Which is, yeah, sometimes why we think we see people, and it's even worse if you're, like, in the game, spectating your buddy when you're dead, you know?
Yeah, like we just saw
that might be intentional, though, I'm not sure.
Intentional?
I don't know, like, I guess that is kind of stupid. But they're, like, almost see-through when, you're observing when you're dead in game.
It's true.
So, like, if your teammate, even on communication, like, yo, like, he's planning to shoot, something like that. But here we are in a real rifle round, and they've almost gave up 2. There was a sandbags player there for the trade, but they'll actually win out over there in B. But Sparrow now and Innocent opening up that A site, complete for the taking. Not a single player there. And the half, well, you know, it was starting off okay. You know, the first couple gun rounds for CAZ, but
yeah,
now Gamers2 starting to pull away.
So that round they had Spuds with the op, and I want to keep bringing it back to the op because I feel like it's really contingent to their success on these CT rounds, and because again they're favoring arch, they walked up arch again. This time the op wasn't holding arch, and he actually rotated to spot apps, missed not the hardest shot in the world, but it was in a position that wasn't arch, and so I guess it's like more forgivable they did so since he was roaming. I think it would have just been better to keep him at arch. I mean, they constantly challenge it. The op's doing a really good job there. It's hard to stop. Even when Gamers2 took their own op to peak arch, they failed. So I don't know why CAZ are opting for these rotates, or you know, when they're doing what works. I mean, I play arch with this pretty much the same formula. I play arch for my team, and I don't even op it. I just rifle it, and I play it with the same formula pretty much every single time. And it doesn't matter if people watch the demos. It's just there's a best way to play arch, essentially, and that's to spot it, to try to get your kill. If not, fall back to a better position, and it works. You know, so.
Oh, Reason!
Wait, what just happened?
Gonna see the top of Manise's head. There was a lot of smokes down, and you know, peering over it. There was a CAZ actually. They had a stack on arch side mid, which is really weird because I was about to say, I used to do that all the time when I played arch. You know, you stack up on your friend's head and you peek that corner into mid, but you're like raised, so people aren't like aiming at you, or if they are, they like hit your feet. But yeah, they played that angle, and I think they got someone over a spoke. Manise got the one guy at B. Or sorry, someone for CAZ killed Manise over at B. I don't know, crazy round.
That was hype.
Creative stuff. That's what I would say for CAZ Esports on that round.
Crucial for their economy that they won that, but even more crucial that they win this one here. You know, they're already losing the half, and that's a bad sign for them.
Now they're doing it again. I think that was a boost up onto Porch though. Who is that? That's Mole. Yeah, looks like he might be getting some kills right here. Again, like this is what happened last time. People are like pushing in, and you got that height advantage, so you can see over the smoke. So
Mole taking the high ground.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
That's good. That's what I watch casts for.
Can he see?
Know. Yes, he can. So good round here for Mole. I'm not going to be able to utilize the. Well, it depends if Manise knows. Like he might have just thought that was through smoke.
When he was in there.
What, like when he got killed at top and mid? Because sometimes you can't really abuse boosting on porch every round. Otherwise, like, they're gonna know and they're gonna flash you.
It's really easy to flash. Yeah, that's the only issue. Woo! What a peek. Get wrecked.
Innocent. Last guy up. Switches off the op to the AK, which says to me that he wants to try to go for this. He's drifted around in sort of in no man's land in that arch, trying to get back over to A.
If you had like a full minute, I'd say, there's like a small chance.
Yeah.
The greatest round ever could happen, but... Oh, he saw him! I guess that flash kind of messed him up a little bit.
Or, even if we saw him, sometimes he might be focused elsewhere.
Maybe he's playing on 4-3 or like...
Oh yeah, that's true too. A lot of pros still rock the 4-3.
Pretty much most of them, yeah.
Or 4-3 stretch, which still limits your field of view, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really hard. It was easier when the game looked like crap, but now that like CSGO is pretty good looking, it's like, yeah, I kind of want 1080p.
Yeah. People actually had 4-3 monitors.
Yeah, like honestly, 1.6 looks better than CSGO on low settings and 4x3 stretched. Oh my gosh. Devastation, and that is how you hold an eco at B. Nice use of Molotovs and flashes.
And CAZ are salvaging this half.
I'm already wrong, by the way.
Oh, are you? What did I say?
So are you. You said you even you went
so
out
close.
of your way to make a first half prediction of 10-5. I don't know what you were thinking.
Wait, but then.
But overall, you said 16-7.
That's right.
So you could be right on the money.
I was just doing the math out loud. You just didn't do the math out loud.
I did not. I didn't do any math. That's why.
I didn't have to do the math out loud.
I live by a code, and it's don't do math live. Because it's like simple math gets really hard when there's a lot of people watching.
That's funny.
All right, 4-on-4. Terrorists are pretty battered right now, though, as they kind of have forced their way up into A. But I mean, two people holding A. Pretty passive like they are, it could still be a tough take, but not when Spud's peaks flashed. Oh, nice smokes. Getting off arch and library so they can rotate over, not get backstabbed. Really not a chance of that anyways. Finally now, Reason will pull off B and go through CT spawn, but it's going to be one man at the truck, and that is Mole. Dug into the pit. Going for him. He started us off. And where's Reason coming in through the library? Spiro's going to bring him down, and that's the first half. 9-6, Gamers2.
Now they're going to play. Now they're going to play the hard half. I mean, I see people talking about whether or not Inferno seems to be more T-sided at the higher level. No, it's even more CT-sided at the higher level. But, T-rounds aren't impossible to combine. That's why people like Inferno. But I think maybe based on the games that he's seen on this channel specifically in the last few days, there's been a lot of proper T-halves from teams. But in general, it's not. Like, if you play CT properly, you should not be losing rounds. Like, the fact that Gamers2 are able to get 9 rounds on T-side is unreal. Like, that should never happen, ever.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like even at the higher level, I've seen Fnatic losing T-side quite a bit here. Some of the other tourneys, online tourneys going on. Who knows? Maybe it's just the current trend or something. Yeah,
well, the map is closer to balance and it's really good, but I think no one's gonna want. No, I don't know. It's a complete failure still.
Well, yeah, even still, I bet everyone is like, crap, we lost CT side, like we're screwed.
Yeah.
Regardless of if they do turn it around and have a good second half.
Whoa.
All right, Joloff starting things off here.
Yeah,
Sparrow,
win the pistol.
Gets dinked, but not for much. Sherlock gonna get another though. He's got both the entries. He's gonna get the third one as well. That one was full blind. We can see it a little bit as an observer, but there's Rallin with the oh so satisfying USP headshot. Couldn't get another though. And well, there you go. Pistol round. Is that? Yeah, both pistol rounds over to Terrorist this game.
See, okay, I did call this. Okay, I said CAZ would come over, win the pistol, and get eco'd. The only thing is that I was off by 1 round on the half. Did you just think of? Wait, what? CAZ is off by 1 round on the half. So if they get eco'd next round, can I just still have? Can I just still be right?
You could.
Okay.
You could still be right. Although, I mean, I think statistics would say CAZ probably gets this round. I've pulled out Mac 10s. I don't think
Jake has a Tech 9. It's over.
Yeah, rip. I don't
Look
think
at the Tech 9. It's bigger
CT
than the
Eco.
Mac 10.
It actually is. Like, you straight up have 2 hands supporting that gun. Like, the whole thing. Like, one out on the front. Like, on the front grip. It's not a pistol. But, sort of, you know what, I missed the TMP. Where's that at?
Yeah.
Can that come back? It might as well. I think it should replace the MP9 because you know whatever you can replace it in your inventory. No, but as like you can replace it.
Oh, loadout.
Like another silenced gun. Because
cool.
CTs already have a bunch. I think that's it. Hopefully someone from Valve is watching because that is the idea of the week. All right, Mani's going to try to hold on here. Will peek out aggressive. Fortunately brought down by Spuds. Going to get that entry. And find another. He gets them both. 2 kill for Spuds. Who was, where is he at on the boards? 12? He's up top, right? What did I say? Spuds was going to be a boss this match.
You said there was a chance that he might do extremely well. I think that's what you said.
I think that's exactly what I said. I'm impressed. Malzino holding on to armor, P250, and a smoke. So
See, if we were just way more vague, like we didn't have to actually come up with like hard numbers and stuff like that, we would be loved like fortune tellers.
Yeah, being vague is actually definitely the way to go. Dang. He was trying to save, if I did the math, $1,600. No, $1,650 actually.
Oh, with the Tech 9?
Yeah. No, he had a P250 smoke and armor.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Am I on drugs? P250 what, 300? Or,
yeah,
or 350?
300.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so 1,600. I was right the first time.
No drugs. Stack B here for Gamers2. Not a full save. We got a CZ, 2 P250s and starting pistols, and it looks like they're just going to try to bait them into the site by having a couple people push down. And let's see if they act on it. I doubt they'll just straight up fall for it, but they might opt to take B anyways because they still have more players alive than Gamers2 does. But that one pick might have made a difference. We'll see.
Manice is in a... I mean, they got a good crossfire and are stacking Bs, so... I don't know. Maybe this works out for him if CAZ happens to go here and they are dropping that smoke into the cross to block off
But their bomb
CT
is
spawn.
way far back, so they might try to send one person in by himself, see if he gets killed.
They all peek out at the same time. Right into the Mac 10. Nice TK. Jake's like, you know what? I want 2 kills too.
Yeah, so they end up... I think they should have just held it. Stayed fortified, waited for them to actually execute on the site. I think it was possible. Maybe they thought it was a really good time, like where someone might have had a flash out in lane and got a free pick, but ended up not being the case. I think CAZ had the right idea in that round, holding banana like they did, throwing the smokes out, baiting Gamers2 out, and they did. And actually equalizes game right now, which is pretty impressive, in spite of the fact that they still have a long way to go.
Yep. Still on that T side after all. Someone's boosted on porch and someone's under it. This could be deadly as they try to take up top mid.
They just ran through a smoke with a bomb.
Oh, trying to...
And 2 players.
I don't know, man. Just
man.
Too much momentum. Like, feeling really good that they got those 3 rounds. Like, we got it, charge! And then, yeah, it didn't work.
Oh my
Surprise.
God, I'm surprised at CAZ. We've seen slightly disciplined play from CAZ, I want to say. Like, they've actually tried really hard to earn their rounds, and they just do that.
Yeah, I think you already said. The bomb was with him, too, so it's down way up there. Let's see what Spuds can do to bring it back, though. 2 op shots already. Innocent, though, going to peek out and switch to the silence. Oh, through the smoke. Manise? There's a sliver there, but I don't think he saw him. Knows he's around Boiler, and obviously we know that Mole is rapping. Manise going to go check it now, and he's correct.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Scoreline's fairly similar. Frags across the board. I guess you already took a look at that. I think there's actually equal frags in total for both teams. The only differences being 14 and 12 and 15 and 11. Yeah.
It should. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe there should be a total of the kills. Why not? There's room for it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're right. It does seem to be the same. Trying to get me to do math live, I know, but. All right, Mouse is aggressive here at the car, and they've got one silenced, and now he'll peek out. So it's a trade, and they trade more effectively. Manise is going to hit that op shot, and suddenly the round has fallen completely apart. The last two have been disastrous here for CAZ Esports. Mole, the last one up. Mole,
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. He seems to be the last one. That's probably just his role. I don't want to call him out, but he's generally the last dude up. Isn't a bad thing always. It's a bad thing if you're playing a pub or a pug, but not in a real proper CS match.
not at all. No, but I don't think he expected his team to die that early, so it really didn't matter where he was. Like, it's not like they had executed on a site and they all died and he was on the other side of the map. But, it's a pretty good round right now. So that's I mean that was just pretty much a disaster the last two rounds.
Yeah, definitely. For their sakes, hopefully, well, it kind of has to be a third. Not really buying into this. It's basically a full eco round, and you don't really expect to get these. Sometimes it happens, but probably not. Or maybe so, I don't know. Jake M going to hit a ridiculous shot there on Manise. Innocent, though, starting things off with that. Bringing down Jake. It's a 4-on-4, and they're waterfalling out of the apartments here. There's actually not a pit player, so that gives them site control. They really weren't expecting that in Manise. All chatting the ha. Sparrow going to bring down Mole. And now in Moto is Innocent. And Malzino also coming over from there, and when you're in the site in a molly with no armor, it's very, very dangerous. Another nice... That's a really good eco round for not buying into it.
What did they do? They just got to pick a boiler and storm the site, and it was just there's no one there? Or?
I think it was Jake M. I think they killed Manise. I think that might have been like from the terrace being either at like the light post by T-stairs or maybe an alternate. I didn't see the kill. And then after he dies, they go trade it out. Everyone's top of mid. No one's in A-site or pit, and everyone just waterfalls out of the apartments.
That's beautiful.
So, I mean, that worked perfectly if that was the plan.
Yeah, I mean, they got the bomb down, and if we look at the money, that's the only reason I think that Spud has an op. So we'll see if that makes a difference.
Yeah, obviously, like, you rely on Jake M to hit that shot, because if he doesn't, like, probably no one else rotates to mid. And then site's not clear, but it worked out for him. And they've got a real chance this round as a result. For a second, I thought Innocent was on CAZ, and I was like, oh, he pushed through the smoke, but no. Both teammates there at the top of Boiler. Even going for the molly, just trying to keep people off those stairs. Really expecting someone to be there, at least, especially given the last round that just happened. Bomb still down, though, as usual by T-stairs. Terrace looking for a pick, looking for information, and then they'll scoop the bomb. Oh, that was almost a 2-for-1 for Manise, and now he's very slow to pull out that CZ, but, you know, that's programmed in. Does still find 2 kills. Mole finally going to clean him up as he's getting into the A site. The bomb has been scooped up by Jolon. He's going to have to get past this Arch player. That could maybe be difficult. It's a good smoke. Spam coming through, and he knows it, but he'll get past it. Oh, got to pull out the gun. One on both sides. Decent attempt at the spray, but Innocent brings him down.
They should have almost certainly been able to trade out Manise like instantly, and Manise managed to get a kill with a CZ after having an op-out, which should be, you know, really hard to do because it takes so much time to do it. But a fail spray turns into Manise getting 2 kills and then holding Boiler and crushing CAZ. And now they're back on a save. Gamers2 are almost, you know, are flirting with 14 rounds here on the CT side. They are about to win the game, I feel like, and CAZ haven't shown us that they have what it takes to pull it out on the T side. Jake just running up the banana, I think, was hoping to get a kill to sell some sort of fake.
Maniz making quick work of everybody. Now Innocent going to get some action there from the balcony. Joe Loft, the last man up. He's got an op, so he can maybe get some kills here. Oh, wow. Rowland gets obliterated, but Malzino. Oh, he did? Wow, down to 15.
Yeah. Jesus. Let's go. Okay, so this is their last hurrah. The issue with CAZ is that they, on this T side, got a pistol, 2 ecos, and then lost out. And some of the rounds, the early rounds with the rifles, they were making questionable decisions early in the round. They give up picks way too easily, and it looks like they want to play more aggressive so that they have a better chance to win the round. Because I think they fear going into the late round with Gamers2 more than the early. So, with that in mind, all Gamers2 have to do is throw mollies and nades down banana like this, stop that early aggression, and then they can really turn the round around before it begins.
Oh, Joloff brought down there, and it's still not looking good. Oh, it's a 3-on-4, but I'm concerned that Reason, Mole, and Jake are all extremely low.
Yeah.
But it's Maniz and Sparrow with op, so if they don't hit their first shot, I mean, having 12 HP doesn't really matter at that point.
That is true. That is very, very true. Are they rotating 2 ops over to B? I'm not sure about this.
About to get juked.
That would be really annoying if they decided to go B and to run into 2 ops, but also it's kind of a weird rotate to have an op supporting an op. It's something you typically don't want to do.
Yeah. Oh no, maybe they didn't find another gun on the rotation over. I mean, they should know that, obviously. Or maybe they don't care because they feel that they've got enough rounds to work with and they're on CT side. Malzino in a good spot, and it's not going to be checked. Just barely getting the headshot there on Reason. Yeah. Rotating back over it. And it's going to be smoke CT spawn, though. Op not the gun to have to spam through that. Oh my gosh, Sparrow's in a great spot, though. Almost getting a 2-for-1. And still locking down that angle. He's got support right behind him there in construction. Malzino coming over. Bombs in. Oh my gosh.
What?
Through the smoke and through the wall. And Sparrow with another, looked like a no-scope to me.
Felt like it, yeah.
Felt like a no-scope.
Oh, that's pretty nasty through the smoke, even though he was low. Yeah, that was it. I guess the op over because they didn't want to leave an op alone at A, I guess. I don't know. The more I think about it, the weirder it gets, but they have 3 ops now. But yeah, you don't want to have an op supporting an op, but then maybe I think the only thing that would have been different is if they had 2 ops over at A, that would have made a lot more sense than B. But the rifle was dedicated A, and the only rotator was an op, so they didn't really have the option to.
Sparrow already hitting the opener onto Spuds, who's been pretty dangerous this game, and Maniz is going to get another one. So the greedy triple op setup here turns into the double op setup and a 3-on-1 with Jake M, the last guy, teammates instilling confidence in them as they type out GG.
Jesus Christ. That's the other team, too. What? He has full health.
Oh, the classic offensive GG. I love it. And I love when it fails.
Oh, my. Hit him. Please win this. He can go away and plant.
That's exactly what he... Oh, maybe not exactly what he's doing. Takes that pit stop, turns around to look at Rowan.
He knows.
Oh, he misses the shot. He's very low as well.
Shut him up, Jake.
Everyone's 1 shot, 1 kill, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, that was the round though, I think. Actually, Innocent has an op. He could have whiffed Reno.
And he does whiff Reno. But will he bring it back? Seeing the very tippy top. A lot of missed shots right now on this last round. Their hands are shaking, but are they still getting headshots? Oh. No, gets him in the elbow through the wall. And now up to the truck. Oh, Innocent brings him down, and Gamers2 close it out 16-9.
That's a pretty offensive GG. Holy.
Yeah, it really was.
I take offense.
All right, so...
As long as you walk the walk, I guess.
We've got... Oh, that's not a time. That's not a time zone. That's the score. So Gamers2, they take that match against Online Bots.